All right, hello guys. This is LogFe, and we have a special guest. We have super icon Thomas Lumpkin, and we're gonna devolve him as a character as he talks about the song "Spread Love" and what motivated him and what made him come to a decision of this song. And we're just gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, hello everyone. Once again, my name is Thomas Lumpkin, aka the super icon Thomas Lumpkin. I am an actor, singer, dancer, playwright, promoter, community activist, and I'm right now involved with the project called Spread Love. Actually, it's the title track off my upcoming CD, Spread Love. I came up with that name because of what our country is going through right now: diversity, bigotry, racism, and what have you. So I prayed about the song and asked God to give me a song that I can help encourage people to come together as one. Black, white, Spanish, polka dotted, green, we are all one. We are all God's people. And I'm so excited about doing this project. This video is really remarkable. Just to sum it up a little bit and give you a little insight of the video, it's about two gangs. They're about to come to a rival, white gang and a black gang. So in the midst of them coming together for a rival, I come and intervene as a peace mediator. And the song touches their heart to want to make a change with one another. It touches their heart to let them realize that, look, just because you're black and we're white, we're still the same. We're still brothers. We are still God's people. And that's the main concept of this whole song and video, bringing diversity together. One thing I learned, and it always stick with me, when Martin Luther King was doing one of his speech, this particular verse stuck in my mind. Don't judge me by the color of my skin, but by the content of my character. And that stuck with me. Amen.
yes, yes, indeed. So, for the people who do not know, can you give them your age and tell them why Martin Luther King is so significant?
Yes, I am a proud African American man, 64 years old. I was born October 8th, 1956. I was born in the era of a time where there was, at that time I was a child, but I was born in the era where Martin Luther King was doing a lot of, civil rights movement, marches, and the whole 9 yards. And as a child growing up in that era, in that time frame, it really, struck my heart to say, why? Why are we divided like this? So I was honored to be brought up in that era that I learned so much as time progressed. I really realized, what our country was going through. Me, myself, as an artist, I have accomplished a lot. From a young child, singing and dancing, being thrown somewhat in the spotlight in the entertainment field, toured with Russell Simmons, Curtis Blow, performed on the national African American TV show in Los Angeles, California called Soul Train. Had the honor and pleasure to meet Don Cornelius, the host of Soul Train. And the list goes on and on and on. Won many, many awards, worked with the youth, and presently I'm the CEO of Connecticut's successful musical touring production company with upcoming hip hop rap artists, security team members, stage setup crew members, the whole 9 yards. And I'm very touched and blessed to be the CEO of this company. Encouraging the youth to use their God given talent, opposed to being out on the street doing negative things, gang, selling drugs. The street type of life is not a good life. So again, I encourage them to be a part of our team and our company to use their God-given talent. And this really, really inspires them and make them want to make a change, to be constructive, positive people within their community. So that's what it's all about.
Okay. And so you talked about having your business. When did that come about? What time and age did you start creating instead of focusing just on yourself as an artist and a musician, play actor? When did you start to focus on spreading the love where you started getting your business out there? What age was that and why did that come about?
Okay, good questions. Um, I say like about 2024. At that time, my career was really skyrocketing with amazing success. Again, with sellout shows and concerts, Soul Train, touring with Russell Simmons, Curtis Blow, the whole 9 yards. My name really started to be noticed as an entertainer. So at that time, I said, I want to give back to my community as well. So that's when I organized a theater, dance, and vocal company. And I started auditioning youth to be involved with it. So one thing kind of led to another. I was still involved with my solo career as well as working with the youth with my company. So I was kind of doing two things at one time. The entertainment field is a wide field, and it's a very pressure. It's a lot of pressure in the field. And I tell my young youth, okay, if this is what you want to do, then you have to know the insides and outsides of this business. But at the same time, you're going to build another foundation, and that's your education. Your education comes first. That's your first priority. Entertainment is second. Everybody can't be a Michael Jackson. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's been
Or any other famous artist.
yeah, he's been making music since he was like 5.
Exactly.
He's in a different bracket.
And speaking of Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5, at that time, in that era of time, they were role models to my generation. Seeing 5 African American brothers, family brothers, doing such big things. Jackson 5 selling out concerts and shows and being on every major TV set. It was a great impact on my generation to see this Jackson 5, as an African American group, hit such a milestone of amazing success. So yeah.
Yes, indeed. So we definitely we got into you as an artist. I want to know, what age did you realize you wanted to become an artist and go down this path? You say like there's all this history. I want to know when it started.
6 years old.
6 years old?
Yes, I remember my mother and father had my uncles and aunts over, and they used to have little parties. You know what I mean? So I was at a point where they play music, and I remember I used to always come in the living room and dance, and they used to say, "Dance, Junior, dance, dance, dance and sing." And at that time, I realized I had a gift. You know what I mean? My siblings, I had 3 brothers and 2 sisters. My siblings was always encouraged me, "Wow, you can dance and sing." You know what I mean? And so my family engraved me and gave me motivation and encouragement to pursue it because they believed in me. So as time progressed, I say like 9 years old, and my oldest sister gave a talent show at our elementary school, and I was involved with it, and I won first place. And so from that point on, the sky was the limit. I said, I got a gift, so I'm going to use it to the best of my ability to make people happy and to encourage people that they can do the same thing with whatever passion they have. If it's not entertainment, whatever passion they have, just go for it. Shoot for the sky. The sky is the limit. And don't let anyone try to discourage you, because you are somebody.
Mm-hmm. And then, so you talked about family. Let's get into family.
Sure.
And your roots. Where do you originate from? Are you originally from Hartford, Connecticut? Are you from down south, a different country?
Okay.
Where do the roots come from?
Okay. Basically, I was born and raised in Hartford, Connecticut, but my father um, was born in Athens, Georgia, and my mother was born in Greenville, South Carolina. And it was not funny thing. It was a inheritance from me. My father told me that when he was younger, he was always doing producing plays and acting in plays and gathering people together to do musical plays. And I said, wait a minute. Okay, this is where I got this from. I inherited your talent, Dad. And my father didn't tell me this until I was maybe like about 19 years old. And I said, why did you wait so long to tell me? He said, I had to wait till the right time. So, yeah, it was inherited. The gift was inherited, you know? Yes.
All right, so get into all that. Let's get back into the song Spread Love, where you mentioned your faith in God. So as you can grow, how strong was your faith in God through life, and has it increased over time, or has it always stayed the same?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, great question. I've always been a child of God from a young age. My parents were very strong Christian people, believers. And when we were toddlers, and young teenagers, living under our parents' roof, one of the first rules was on Sunday. Sunday, you know where we going? Church. So at first, okay, being a child and, being, stubborn and being rebellious, sort of say, oh, I don't want to go to church. Oh, I don't. And then as time progressed, and the Spirit of the Lord really became, was getting into me, making me realize, wow, God is real, and He's a mighty God. And He's brought me through so many situations. If I start to talk about the situations He brought me to, we'll be here maybe till the next day. You know what I mean? Growing up in the hood, so to say, I came from a project in Hartford, Connecticut called Stowe Village Community Projects. And it wasn't the most greatest place. There was a lot of gang activity, drug dealings, and different things like that. And I wasn't involved with that, but I was among that, among the people, because my thing has always been entertainment. So I said that to say this. Being around that environment God has kept me safe and sound, because some of my friends, as of this day, are not here on earth, because they chose the wrong route, so to say, you know what I mean? And God had His hands on me throughout that whole time, you know what I mean? Even being a rebellious kid and somewhat a little rebellious teenager. All the time that I was, wanted to do my own thing, God always had His hand on me. And He said, look, you got a gift, and I want you to use this gift, and I'm keeping you safe and sound. So to sum it up, rather, growing up, I always been involved with the church and always believed that there was a higher power, and that higher power is God, Jesus Christ.
All right. So, getting into this, you mentioned Martin Luther King, and that being an icon, yourself being an icon. What about Malcolm X? You have your thoughts on Malcolm X? I look into Malcolm X sometimes.
Yes. Malcolm X definitely was another role model for the people, for our people. He and Martin Luther King was collaborating together sometimes, even though they had their own identity. But then I read and I studied, they had done a lot of collaboration together also, because they were both on the same page, and that was equal rights for all men. So to answer your question, Malcolm X, great leader, great role model leader, that left a great impact on the world, not just our people.
All right, so getting into spreading the song "Spread Love" and your new music video and all that, you said it's based on the events that happened in 2019, no, not 2019, 2020, and beginning of 2021. So, what are your thoughts and what came about this era
I
that
have
we're
a
in?
gift of vocals and dance, and I prayed. I always put God first in anything that I do. He's first. He's the Alpha and Omega. And I said, Lord, help me to write a song in regards to what we're going through these days and times, in regards to this bigotry, racism, the whole 9 yards. I prayed on it. And then all of a sudden the words just started flowing. All this black, white bigotry, it has got to stop. It has got to cease. We need peace and harmony. Pray to Jesus for our need. Spread love. All around the nation, spread love. All around the world, spread love. Jesus' love. All around the nation, all around the world. The words just started flowing. It just started like the Spirit of God, through His Holy Spirit, just led me to the Word. And again, what we're going through today, in today's society, George Floyd's death, more African Americans being brutally killed unfairly by an injustice, corrupt system, police system. So that's why I came up with the song, so people can hear this and want to make a change, and want to come together and stuff. If one person is reached and want to make a difference in their life, then our job is done.
Yeah, and talking about a corrupt system kind of leads us in a segue of politics and how like the up to down, down up system, how they have us going through right now. What's your thoughts on that and the current situation we're in, leaving 2020, coming into 2021?
Exactly. You know, I don't want to say anybody's name personally,
Yeah, I got you.
but let me leave it like this. We have a new president who's seeking, I believe he's seeking to do the right thing. And I'm not ashamed to say that I voted for him. And I'm talking about Joe Biden. I believe that he is a president for the people, and to do right with all nationalities, and especially the downtrodden in our community, in our African American community. He's looking beyond bigotry, racism. He's looking at the whole picture of everybody is equal, and no discrimination because of the color of their skin. And I'm excited about that, and I believe in him.
All right, so we definitely have some high standards for Joe Biden. Make sure he's doing his thing.
Yes,
Definitely. So, we're getting to the end of this, and I want a question personally for me, for super icon Thomas Lumpkin, is just being a man of your stature and what you hold in this life and the wisdom you have. What would you give to the youth at this current time?
I would tell them that they can be anybody they want to be, and they can do anything that they want to be. And don't let anyone discourage them. Tell them that they can't do this or they can't be that. They could be a doctor, they could be a lawyer, they could be an entertainer, they could be a teacher. They could do anything that they want to do or be anybody they want to be, especially the minority, our African American youth. They need leaderships. They need role models. They need people to pick them up and give them words of encouragement and let them know again that they could be anybody they want to be.
Yeah. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good question. Really, really good answer too.
Thank you.
So yeah, this has been super icon Thomas Lumpkin. We dived inside his mind, his characteristics, his faith, and then his motivation in making music. And we got a good piece of this man. And you know, we can't wait to hear more. And congratulations on the new song.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And Brandon, out any last words
I just
for the
want
people watching?
I just want to thank all my fans, who's for years of support and who believed in me. I love you all, my family members, my close friends, all you. I just love you all, and I want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to do this interview live. God bless.